This is Lesson 6, Docs and Decks Accelerator. You have 50 pages and your boss wants one, and you have 15 minutes. This happens every week. Today, you're going to learn how to fix it. I'm going to show you two things. Turn long documents into summaries and turn topics into slide outlines. No theory, just demos. By the end of this lesson, you'll know how to turn 50 pages into one page in 15 minutes, generate a slide outline from a topic in 5 minutes, know when to use AI for outlines versus full drafts. Let's start with the document problem. Your inbox fills up with long documents, market research reports, project proposals, meeting notes, contract reviews. Everyone expects you to read them, then summarize them, then share insights. Here's one example. Stanford University's 2025 AI Index Report. This was in my inbox. My boss wants me to summarize it. It's 50 pages long. In the old way, I would have to read every page, take notes, write a summary, rewrite the summary, send it. Probably would take me about 2 hours. The new way, I feed it to AI, get a summary, I edit it for accuracy, and I send it. Total time, 15 minutes. Here's the 5-step process. I have a 50-page market research report on my screen, and I need to send the one-page summary to my boss by the end of the day. So here's what I do. I start by building the prompt using the ROICF framework. I upload the document to AI. I review the output. I edit before sending, and then I send it. This is a review of Lesson 5 using the ROICF framework. Before I type anything, I plan my prompt using the framework. ROICF stands for Role, Objective, Input, Context, and Format. Every strong prompt has these 5 parts. Let me break it down, each one, as a review. R is for role. Who should the AI act as? I type, you're an executive business analyst who specializes in distilling complex research into actionable insights. This tells AI the expertise level and the perspectives to use. O is for objective. What needs to happen? I add, your objective is to summarize this 50-page market research report into a 1-page executive summary that enables fast decision making. This defines success, and now AI knows the goal. I is for input. You're going to tell the AI what you're giving it. I will provide a 50-page report, or I will provide meeting notes from today, or I will provide sales data from Q3. Why does this matter? Because then AI knows what to expect. It prepares to process that type of content. If you say meeting notes, AI knows to look for action items and decisions. If you say sales data, AI knows to look for numbers and trends. In this case, we're going to say the 50-page market research report. Then we have to add context. What background information matters? So you're going to add, this summary goes to our leadership team who will decide on Q4 budget allocation. They need to understand market research trends, competitive threats, and growth opportunities. They have 5 minutes to read this before our strategy meeting. This will help the AI prioritize what matters most. Lastly, we have the format. We want to use this to identify the structure of the output. So I finish with, the format is a 1-page maximum and use these sections. 3 key findings, business implications, recommended actions. This specifies structure and the AI knows exactly how to organize the response. Here's the complete prompt from all of those parts put together. Pause this screen so you can copy it word for word and paste it into your AI of choice, whether it's ChatGPT, Copilot, Gemini, or any other. So why does the ROICF framework work? Well, when you have a vague prompt like summarize this document, The result is a generic summary with the wrong focus and it's too long. With this type of prompt, the one I just showed you, you're going to get a targeted summary with the right focus and perfect length. And the ROICF framework works for any document type. Research reports, meeting transcripts, project proposals, technical docs, and contract reviews. Okay, so now what do? We go to the AI, we open it up, we copy and paste the prompt that you just copied on the previous screen. Then you click on the little plus sign on the bottom left, and where it says add photos and files, you would click that. This is in ChatGPT, by the way, so it might be slightly different if you're using Copilot or Gemini, but the principle is the same. There's always a place for you to add your document. You click add photos and files, and then you upload your 50-page research report. Then you press enter, or that black little arrow on the bottom right. And this is the output that you get. It's one page, but because this is a slide format, it's over 3 slides. So we get the key findings in bullet point format, 3 bullets, which is what I asked for. I get business implications, and I said 3 to 4 bullet points, so I got 4 bullet points. And then I have recommended actions. So this is more detailed, but again, it follows the structure in the format that I put into the prompt. So step 4, I always want to edit before sending. I adjust the language, I add context my team needs, I remove details they don't need. This takes 5 minutes. So in this case, my company is only US based. They don't actually really care how much China and the UK are investing in AI. They really only care about the US. So I would delete that line about China and the UK. Once I review it all, I delete what I don't need, I add context if that's required, then I send it. Total time, 15 minutes. The old way would have taken 2 hours. Now we're going to move on to how you can use AI to generate a slide outline. So you need to present next week and you have a topic, but you don't have a deck. So the old way, you would stare at the blank slides, you'd write a title, you delete it, you'd write another one. You check your phone, you write an outline, you rearrange the slides, you open last quarter's deck and you copy it. Total time, 3 hours of agony. The new way, tell AI your topic using ROICF, get a 10-slide outline, edit it, build the deck. Done. Here's the 5-step process for slides. It's pretty close to the one that we used to summarize the research report. The exception is the last 2 steps. So the first step is you're building your ROICF prompt. You upload your document or your notes. You review the outline. You refine what needs work. And then you build the deck. So the total time takes about 50 minutes. The old way, a minimum of 3 hours with a lot of aggravation. Here's what the ROICF looks like for presentation outlines. So again, pause the screen so you can copy this prompt word for word. So once we copy it into the prompt window, you will get this simple 10-slide structure. Each slide has a specific title, a clear message, 3 to 4 bullet points, and a visual suggestion. This structure makes sense. It has a logical flow and a clear progression. So now I need to do a little refinement, okay? I looked at the budget section and it feels thin, so I need more detail. I use the ROICF framework again for the refinement. You're a financial analyst presenting to executives. Your objective is to expand slide 7 with specific budget details that justify the investment. Follow these steps, and I have 4 steps. The context is the leadership approved $2 million last quarter. We're requesting $3.5 million. And then the format, I say rewrite slide 7 with a detailed budget breakdown, cost justification for each item, expected return for each investment, and total request clearly stated. And AI writes slide 7 with much better depth. Pause the screen so you can copy this prompt as an example of a refinement prompt that you might use when you're building a deck. Now I build the deck. I have a solid outline. I open PowerPoint or Canva, and I create slides based on the structure. I add visuals and I format it. All right, so now we need to know when to ask for outlines versus full drafts. So use AI for outlines when you need structure, but have the expertise to fill in the details. You're presenting on something you know well. The content requires your specific knowledge or data, and or you want to maintain your voice and style. For example, a strategy presentation, team updates, or project proposals. You want to use AI for full drafts when you need to process information you didn't create. You're summarizing external content. The format is standardized. You need a starting point for heavy editing. And for example, document summaries, meeting notes, or research synthesis like we just did. Here are the 3 rules for AI success. Use the ROICF for every prompt. Don't skip steps. Define the role, objective, input, context, and format every time. This eliminates back and forth and gets you better results faster. Rule 2, you stay in control. You decide what matters. You choose the focus. You set the format. You approve the final version. AI suggests, but you decide. You edit everything before you send. Read every line, check every fact, fix every error. That's what's missing. That's what you want to add. Remove what's wrong. Then your name goes on it. Your reputation stands behind it, and you made sure that it's right. Follow these rules, and AI becomes a force multiplier. Here's your homework for this week. Take one long document, make it 1 page, send it to one person. Find a document in your inbox or on your desktop, something over 10 pages, something you need to understand or share. Build an ROICF prompt. Upload the document to AI, review the output, edit before sending, send it to someone who needs it. You want to track your time and compare it to how long the old way would have taken. You're done when someone reads your 1-pager and says, "This is exactly what I needed." That's the benchmark. Clear, concise, useful. Here's what we learned today. We had a refresher of the ROICF framework. We learned how to turn 50 pages into 1 page in 15 minutes. We did some slide outline generation, creating a 10-slide presentation structure in 5 minutes. We learned when to use outlines versus full drafts, outlines for content you own, full drafts for content you're processing. And we learned the 3 rules. Use ROICF for every prompt. You stay in control. Edit everything before sending. Coming up, next lesson is number 7, Data and Ops Accelerator. You're going to learn how to do a CSV cleanup in 5 minutes without Excel skills. You'll learn how to turn data into insights you can present. And you'll be able to generate charts from spreadsheets. Don't forget, join the free school community. Visit us at thisisflowai.com and follow us on LinkedIn. See you for lesson 7.